So
and having paid tax doesn't legitimize.
So that's the point I wanted to make. So if I pay VAIDS and I sort of produce my tax receipts as evidence that this is legitimate income, it doesn't stop the EFCC or anybody from coming after me.
They're two different. They're under two different laws, as far as we're concerned.
Right.
You know, we're focused on tax. There's no hidden agenda here for us. It's the tax.
Okay, I'd like to bring in the audience because I've got a distinguished audience, and many of them warned me and said if they don't talk, there'll be trouble. So, yes. We will take maybe 3 and then come back to the panel. Please tell us who you are before you make your comment and ask your question. If we start from the gentleman here and then the gentleman in the black.
Good evening, Minister. My name is Isa Abdulwahab from New Telegraph.
Move your please.
My name is Isa Abdulwahab from New Telegraph newspapers. I've been covering issue of finance. I've been following up on this tax. The problem is that if we look at the data we listen to here on tax, 40 million active taxpayers in Nigeria, supporting 170 million citizens is quite awful. But the problem is that there is problem of accountability and confidence. Government need to stay up confident that we are taking this money, we're going to invest it in infrastructure that will benefit masses. If that is step up, I think they will really win the confidence.
Okay, so question of accountability. The gentleman in the black tie, please.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Honorable Minister, Honorable Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pt.4. National Chairman, ANRP. Well, I just wanted to make a comment about the level of achievement of VAIDS so far. I think you've got about 20 billion out of 350 billion target. It's a bit dismal. And then I want to make a comment about the fact that this VAIDS, the initiative, great initiative, but you must know that Nigerians are going to be very tough people to push on this. As a matter of fact, what we're missing is not just taxes, but every rate, every fee, every fine, every duty, and even proceeds of natural resources that we're not getting in Nigeria. And that's the reason why South Africa is budgeting $155 billion this year for its 50 million people, and we're budgeting 23 billion. And Angola is also budgeting about 60 billion as well.
Thank you, sir. Please give the mic to the gentleman behind you. I'm sure they will respond to this.
Good evening, Honorable Minister and the Chairman. My name is Fred Idehai. I'm a financial analyst and a journalist with Lagos Television Abuja Bureau. My question is, how much has the government realized from VAIDS since the program started in July last year? And how many people have so far declared their assets and income under the scheme?
Okay.
Thank you.
So we had questions around accountability. Someone talked about raising 20 billion. Is that number accurate? To answer maybe we'll start with you. How much have you raised?
Okay, on the federal level, yes we've raised about, when you say raised, people have declared and paid about 20 billion. Now, one thing I have to let you know is that even based on the experiences of other countries, usually people wait to the last moment. In terms of applications, we have received at the federal level about 262 applications.
Can you tell us who?
No.
Okay, so is there there's a confidentiality clause attached to? Okay. So we won't know who, but you are happy to tell us how much is raised. Okay.
I mean, so far paid is about 20 billion, and by the time the others are fully processed and start paying, the figure will certainly be higher. But based on the experience of other countries, people usually wait for the last moment. So if you ask my dear friend, the consultant, that's why it's so busy. People are still talking. People are still in the process of putting together their facts. And I'm certain in the next week or two, the figures will be different.
Okay, it will be interesting to actually bring him. Are you seeing that last-minute flurry from the people that you consult for?
Definitely, in the last few weeks, quite a number of people have shown interest. Quite a number of people are making inquiries and actually making declaration, and quite a number of people have expressed desire and appeal to government for an extension, so that the investment from July to December and then to March would not be wasted. Now that a lot of people want to key in into, I believe that the minister will definitely.
You've said again and again, you're not extending.
Yeah, even in South Africa, apart from the fact that they have also done something that looks like VAIDS, they have an ongoing permanent arrangement where if you think that you have under-declared, you can always go and make declaration on a continuous basis.
Let me ask the Minister, given that from the way you've described VAIDS, it's not a punitive measure and is actually designed to bring in money that would improve the economy, why have you said again and again that you're not going to consider an extension?
I mean, I think for two reasons. One is, I think we've given it 9 months, and every program must have a start or a finish, otherwise it won't be taken seriously. And that was one of the learnings from the study tour, that people must know that you're serious about it. And the second thing is, I don't have authority to extend the program. It's backed by law, it's backed by an executive order signed by the President. So I think you're sending your appeal to the wrong person. But can I just pick up the question asked about accountability? Yeah. And it's a very valid question. It's something we, as a nation, need to work on. Okay, we need to work on value for money. We need to work on accountability and transparency. At this end, from the Ministry of Finance end, it's something we're absolutely committed to. We set up efficiency unit. We're cleaning up ghost workers. There's a long way to go. I'm not saying we're perfect. I'm not saying there isn't any value leakage. I'm not saying that. I'm being very realistic about it. But I'm saying one of the benefits of paying taxes is that the citizens participate. Citizens ask questions. Citizens get involved. Citizens will vote. When you know that, you hear about taxpayers' money being wasted, people will vote. So that's another advantage of more people coming in. When all your money comes from oil, and it doesn't matter whether or not the money is being stolen, you lose that accountability. So this is part of that accountability process. But I agree.
So you're saying if people pay tax, they're more likely to be serious about holding leaders accountable?
They're even more likely to stand for public office. They want to take interest in who's going to be the governor, because they know it is their money. Whereas in the past, that was one of the disconnects. It was federal allocation. It was shared at the centre. And people didn't feel responsible for it. So I think I agree with the point. We must do better. And indeed, every country, even advanced countries, where people are paying taxes, they're still looking for value for money, best value. So it's a constant process which I think we all need to work on.
Okay, I'm going to have to take a quick break. Please don't go away.